Hello and welcome to another video on the channel. Today we're switching it up a little bit and I'll be speaking about Formula 1. Now on this video we're just going to be covering the latest race, which was the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And boy, this race was weird. It was filled with mechanical errors, a few driver errors. Thankfully not too many crashes as I honestly would have thought to expect in a race like this. But without further ado, let's just dive straight into it and see what happened. So obviously there will be spoilers. I'm going to talk about the race. So if you haven't already seen it, you can watch the replay or highlights, then just come back to the video. So coming into this race, I guess Charles Leclerc had high expectations to really just get back, especially after Monaco and the disaster that we won't really talk about. But for Ferrari, they started off so well this year and then they've been on this sort of just Saturday qualifying car. They perform so amazingly during qualifying, and then on Sundays Red Bull just absolutely dominates the field. As we saw in this Grand Prix, Charles Leclerc pole position again. He's first, and his worst positions for qualifying is just second, which he only did twice. So other than that, he's been first in every single other race. But unfortunately, the car cannot do it on a Sunday. Sergio Perez started the race, easy overtake on Charles Leclerc, enters first place. So already Charles is second, and it's not even the first lap. Well, it is the first lap, but the first lap hasn't even finished. So what's going on, Ferrari? Now, the disappointment with Carlos Sainz and his car just continues. Like, what is going on? Carlos Sainz, early into the race, pulls to the side, yellow flag. I said, uh-oh, here we go. Another crash by him. What's happened this time? Turns out he had a hydraulic failure on his car, so Ferrari were forced to unfortunately retire the car. So I thought, okay, it's heartbreaking, but look, at least Charles Leclerc is still in second place with Max Verstappen behind him with a fairly decent gap, but, you know, still close. But then, unfortunately, Charles Leclerc, after Max Verstappen was forced to pit to get new hards, Charles Leclerc was on 9-lap old hard tires. He had a decent lead. After another few laps, we just see him take the corner and the car is smoking. So it is yet again another mechanical issue for Ferrari. Now, just as you thought it could not get any worse for the Ferrari manufacturer, a Haas begins to have issues. And sorry, before that, an Alfa Romeo of Zhou Guanyu, he is forced to retire the car due to a technical issue. Now, we aren't 100% sure, I think, if that was a Ferrari-related power engine issue. But yet again, still a Ferrari-powered car nonetheless. Then, with later on, Kevin Magnussen, forced to retire as well with another issue, another Ferrari-powered car pitting and stopping. What is happening to Ferrari? Now, we all know about their 2020 season, and it is definitely a season to forget. I'm not even going to talk about that season. 2020 and 2021 for Ferrari were difficult years nonetheless, so it's still good to see them doing really well. But anyways, let's move on from Ferrari. Now, we did have a few surprises. Because of the two DNFs from the two Ferraris, that really opened up the gate for Mercedes. George Russell, third, and I don't even know, I think it's his third podium of the year. He's doing amazing, Mr. Consistency. Like, not even dropping out of 5th place for every single race. Lewis Hamilton, 4th, incredible points for Mercedes, 27 points for them. We had Pierre Gasly, my personal favorite driver on the grid, in a solid 5th after having a pretty quiet year so far. It is amazing to see him. Sebastian Vettel, 6th, Alonso, 7. Now, another interesting one. Daniel Ricciardo finally beating Norris, coming 8th, and Lando Norris coming 9th. There was a little bit of drama when it came to technical issues as in the team. Lando Norris wanted to overtake Daniel while being almost 3 seconds behind, so who knows what that was about. But Alex Albon 12th, which was really good, and overall it was a really fun and enjoyable race to watch. Azerbaijan is just so cutthroat, but it's got the beauty of actual overtakes in it as well. hopefully next race, I'm really looking forward to it in the Canadian Grand Prix. Ferrari bounced back, but we'll see. The Red Bulls do look, they look really good. And look, I really do feel for Charles. He deserves this championship. He deserves to continue to fight for it. But we'll have to see if the Sunday performances for Ferrari will improve, and hopefully they do. So guys, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this type of video. And this is Romojit signing off.